Reason number 4, webinars allow you to get valuable feedback from your audience. This is my favorite, and this is, I think, one of the most powerful things that you can do.
The king of high ticket sales, world's highest paid consultant, media celebrity, multi-millionaire entrepreneur, acclaimed TEDx speaker, international best-selling author, Dan Lok.
One of the best things about webinar, if you do a live webinar, you can do Q&A. You can after your webinar, you present your information. You can do a little Q&A segments, asking questions from the audience. Okay, do you have any questions? Do you have any objections why they haven't bought? You can take all of that data and insights and go back and tweak your offer and tweak your webinar. Let me give you an example. Let's say you're an offer, you want to go out to the marketplace, you want to promote this offer. And in your mind, you think you want to sell this program for $2,000, hypothetically, $2,000. And you're getting out in the marketplace, and you find out that for $2,000, they actually don't think they'll get a lot of value. They think you're undercharging. Now, is it a good idea to bump up the price? But you won't know until you have that interaction with them. And it's very, very powerful. When you do Q&A, you get feedback from the marketplace. I always say we don't have to be the marketing genius. Your client, your what? Is the marketing genius. Ask them, what do you want? What do you want? Okay, how much are you willing to pay for that? Okay, if here we are, I have it. Would you want to take it? Yes. Find out what they want and then give it to them. It sounds so simple. You'd be surprised how many entrepreneurs don't do that. What most entrepreneurs do, they keep shuffling their stuff down in the marketplace throat. And they keep pushing and keep pushing and keep pushing. Nobody wants to buy this shit. Because they're not getting feedback. They're not getting feedback. Are there particular questions that come up again and again? Now, if you have those questions coming up again and again, what is that telling you? What is that telling you? What is that telling you? You need to communicate on your webinar. What are the objections that come up again and again? You need to communicate on your webinar, right? Maybe change your offer. Where do they need more information? Where do you need more information? And then you take those data and work that into your sales process. And that's why, big secret, sell before you create. Why not get paid before you create? So my plan, it's a new program I'm launching. So I'll do the webinar first. Once I've made X amount of sales, then I do the program. So the program, I'm not creating it from my head, although I have a lot of experience. I'm co-creating it with my audience, with my client. So I do, week 1, I'm going to teach this. What other questions do you have? Great, let me cover that. Week 2, I'm going to teach this. What the hell do you want to learn? Why not ask them, what do you want to learn? I'm going to cover this topic. What do you want to learn about this topic? I want to learn A, B, C, and D. Great, I'll do that. Week 3, week 4. And at the end, are they going to have a good experience? Hello? Yes. Yeah, because I'm giving them what they want. And this is the best program because I co-created with them. I let them dictate what, I have all this knowledge, what do you want to know? It's about them, not about us. Reason number 5, you want to add webinar training programs to your offer. Depends on what you do, depends on the business you're in. Webinars are a great tool for delivering your training, teaching, and coaching services. You can offer pay online courses if you want, right? Pay online courses that you can run from a webinar platform and then record your live sessions and package them as products to sell on your website. That's one thing to do. Or if you don't want to sell on your website, you can use it as a bonus. You can host a live Q&A session. You can do tech demonstrations. Now, for those of you in software, awesome. Show them. Digital marketing, show them. Webinar, how you do these things. Almost anything you can do during live in-person training session, you can do during a webinar. You can also bonus webinar training into your existing offer. Hypothetically, let me give you an example. Let's say Gary's in real estate. Anyone who buys a property, you get your webinar training on how to increase the value of your property or how to find the perfect tenant. I'm just making this up, right? You get this two module, 3 module training online, priced at $1,000. That's okay, but if they're your client, you can bonus it as a commission. No agents do that. So it depends. There's so many things that you can do. Reason number 6, webinars allow you to partner with other experts in your field. So why not invite other experts in your niche or strategic partners in a similar or overlapping niche to co-present on a webinar? Can you work together on this, yes or no? Yes. Yeah. But if you don't have a platform, you don't have a vehicle, such as a webinar, it's a little bit difficult. How many of you have had this experience? You meet someone, let's say in a business function, you and that person just click. Okay, you guys are like, let's do something together. Or maybe let's promote each other, let's do something. But you don't have a way of doing it. Yes? But this could be a very powerful way to do that. Very powerful way to do that. And this is also a great way for you to develop relationships with other influencers. Invite them to do a webinar to your list. You can also host joint venture webinar trainings where you present a webinar in another person's audience. You can grow your list faster that way. So someone else has your audience. You guys can do a webinar together. That person email to their list and also now builds your list as well. So even if you're not selling directly on the webinar, you can add value to your existing clients as well. Okay? Existing clients as well. Last one. Reason number 7. Webinars are cost effective. It's what? For a few $100, you can host a webinar. There are even platforms that are free, like Google Hangout or Zoom. You don't need to spend tens of thousands of dollars to host a webinar strategy. You can invest those dollars into marketing, actually getting people on a webinar. That's a good idea. You can do this from anywhere in the world. The cost of failure is low. Let's say I create this webinar, I get in the marketplace, and I failed. How much did that cost me? A few $100. What if I was to do an event? Tens of thousands. What if I rent a nice hotel, let's say at Fairmount? I thought I'll get 200 people in a room, and I do my marketing, I do my Facebook, I have the menu, I have the event planner, tens of thousands of dollars. I showed up and 2 people fucking showed up. How much did that cost me? Tens of thousands of dollars. Wouldn't it be a good idea? How about let's test the webinars first before I do the live event, right? If the webinar doesn't work, chances are the live events won't work either, right? If I can't even make a webinar work, I can't even get people to show up like from their home, from the comfort of their own home. What makes me think I can get people to show up like in person at an event? Because that's the time and distance commitment. It's a big commitment. Getting people in a seat, from a marketing perspective, I can tell you, is one of the most difficult things to do. Why? Time. They're not just thinking of the money. They're thinking, you know what? I'm going to spend a night learning this instead of spending a night with my family. They're weighing it. Is it worth the effort? I got to dress up, I got to drive there, I got to park. It's a bitch. It's a lot of work. Is it? So there's a lot of pros and cons going through their mind. Your offer needs to be that compelling that people would overcome all those self-limiting beliefs and objections and say, hey, you know what, I'll show up to an event. Webinar, a lot of that is eliminated. Make sense? Hello? Okay. So once you have a webinar that converts, now you can scale fast. So let me give you, let's say, 4 minutes. How long? 4 minutes, discuss around the table what I've talked about so far. The 7 reasons why you should do webinars. Please. You've been watching my videos for some time now, but have you read my book, FU Money? If you have, good for you. Comment below and let me know how that has impacted your life. If you have not, currently, this book, FU Money, sells on Amazon for $20. I would like to give it to you as my gift to you, free of charge. All you have to do is click on the link below in the description box, or go to www.fumoney.com. Again, it's www.fumoney.com to download your copy absolutely free of charge. Enjoy.